MiniWarGaming's Beat Matt Batrep!
Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another Beat Matt Batrep. Good dancing.
You're a better dancer, so.
Oh, thank you. This is Wade, all the way from Pennsylvania, here to challenge me to a game of Age of Sigmar. I'm going to be playing my Gloomspite Gitz, more specifically Spiderfang versus your Stormcast Eternals.
Yep.
Hammers of Sigmar. And we've got a cool looking city table for you today. We're going to be playing Total Conquest from the Age of Sigmar General's Handbook, which we'll describe in just a moment. And of course, if you want to come in and play us, our bunker is going to be open very soon. Go to miniwargaming.com/challenge for all the details to set up a trip of your own so you can come in and be in our battle reports and participate in our events. Let's take a look at the armies and the scenario. So Total Conquest is a interesting scenario. Scenario-wise, it's pretty straightforward. There are 4 objectives. Oh, the tree fell over. We got 1, 2, and then 3, 4. So you can see that there's just basically some sort of rectangle. You get, at the end of your turn, you get a victory point for everyone that you control. If the enemy controlled it at the beginning of that turn, in other words, you took it from them, you get an extra victory point. So they're worth 2, basically, if the opponent is the one controlling it at the beginning of the turn. But the interesting thing is the weird deployment type for this. Because the way it works is it goes like this, then it goes out, and then it goes like this, then it goes up, and like this. So you can kind of see with my Spider Riders the shape of the deployment, which is very peculiar. But it makes for an interesting setup. You can see on the other side his is opposite, so it goes there, out, there, out, there. Although over here he decided to stay back, as of course they are ballistas and don't want to get too close and personal. The terrain in here that you see, the mat is a table war mat, and then all these buildings are from Tabletop World. They are gorgeous buildings. I love these so much. We got some trees foreground. We've got some Games Workshop fences, and the Garden of Moor, basically all the crypt stuff back there. And so let's take a closer look at the armies. On the Gloomspite Gitz side, we've got a pure Spiderfang army. My general is over here. He's a scuttle boss on a gigantic spider, and I gave him the Monstrous Mount command trait, which basically doubles the number of mortal wounds that the spider inflicts when it does its spider venom ability. Then we've got 3 battle lines. We're playing at 1250, so you only need 2, but I wanted 3 anyways. We got 10 Spider Riders, or Spiderfang 10 Spiderfang 5 Spiderfang all with their full command of Musician, Champion, Banner. And then we've also got a big Arachnarok Spider with a Shaman on it. And in reserve, we've got a couple surprises too. We've got the Skitterstrand Arachnarok, which can basically drop in 9 inches away. And I also purchased the Swarm, Scuttletide, which essentially, when I cast it, I can place it within 6 inches of any terrain feature on the table, choose an enemy unit within an inch, roll 6 dice, each 5+ does a mortal wound. If an enemy unit, or any unit, ends a normal move or charge move within 6 inches of it, I do the same thing, roll 6 dice, each 5+ is a mortal wound. And the fun thing is, Spiderfang wizards get +1 to try to cast it, and Spiderfang models, or units, ignore it. So they can pass through it, and they don't get hurt by it. So it's a really nice one for the Spiderfang that I wanted to try out. And then we got Wade's Stormcast Eternals, Hammers of Sigmar Battle Host, or Storm Host. What did you decide to bring here, Wade?
So it took a battalion, the Hailstorm Battery, so the 3 Cascaders, the Ballista, and the Lord Ordinator. Took a second Ballista.
Because they're awesome.
Yeah.
And you can do 2 artillery at this points level, right?
And yeah, and even though he's not in this formation, he'll still get the benefit to shooting. And then the rest is pretty straightforward. I have Gabriel Sureheart. So hopefully maybe get some bonuses to charge, although I don't know if I actually need that.
It'll probably come to you, right?
Yeah, probably. Then 3 squads, 2 5-man, and 1 10-man of Liberators, because he can bring them back on a 5-up if they're completely wiped. So.
Just the Hammers of Sigmar in general, right?
Yes, yeah.
Is a command ability, so I think either of the guys could use that trait.
Okay.
I don't think, maybe it has to be a general. We'll double check that.
Yeah.
And then in reserve, you've got 5 Decimators ready to come down from the heavens. Just realized I forgot to drop my Loon Shrine. It's not as big a deal for Spiderfang because it brings back regular grots, but it does have a 12-inch bubble of ignoring battle shocks, so that might come in handy. We'll see. I get to choose who goes first as I finish deploying first, and I think I'm going to choose myself. I know that the whole double turn thing, but I also want to start grabbing objectives right off the bat and make it harder for you to do the same. So yeah, so nobody controls objectives right now, so if somehow I took that objective, it wouldn't give me 2 points. Now I don't think I'll be able to get that objective, but hey, who knows? Let's just try. So let's go into Gloomspite Gitz, turn 1. Into my hero phase, I have 2 command points right off the bat because I was 60 points shy of the 1250, and then obviously 1 for just the command point that you get. I'm going to try to cast the Scuttle Tide with my Shaman. So it's a casting value of 7, but I get +1 because if a Spiderfang wizard tries to cast it, they get +1. This Shaman also gives all wizards, all Spiderfang wizards within 12 inches, or I think it might just be Gloomspite wizards, whatever. It counts myself. I also give a +1. So I get +2 in total. So I only need a 5 to cast it. 9. So that's an 11. I cast it. Has to be placed wholly within 6 inches of a terrain feature, so I'll choose this one. And all these spiders come swarming out of this house over top of your big group and end right here. Actually, I changed my mind. They come out of these trees. Wholly within 6 inches of the trees, because I actually want to hit that unit. So I'm going to choose that unit. I choose a unit when they're set up within an inch, and I roll 6 dice, each 5+ is a mortal wound. 1 mortal wound! Woohoo! Already
Shenanigans.
Rolling hot. So one of them goes down a wound. I'll also cast, I think it's called Scuttle Swarm. I choose a Spiderfang unit wholly within 24 inches, and they can run and shoot and charge. It needs a 7, so I need a 6, but I got an 11. Ah, I should have done the other one. The Venom of the Spider God. If I roll at least 10, I get to choose D3 units to double their mortal wounds, but we're good. So these guys can run and still shoot and still charge. Okay. Movement phase, we're going to run these guys, so 16 inches. Okay, they didn't need that, because I'm not even going to measure that, because their job is just to come up here and grab this objective right off the bat. And stay out of sight of those ballistas. So the swarm that can run and still shoot and charge, they are going to run 3. Yeah, I'll leave that. I'm not going to bother using my command points yet. I'm not going to be too crazy with these guys. I just want to grab this objective. Make sure I have a bunch of guys within 6 inches of it. Not ready yet to engage. Oh, I forgot. With my musician, I actually run faster too, so +2. I'm going to run my Scuttle Boss. So he moves 8 + 5, so 13. He's just going to come up to here. Whoop. Hello, wall. Get some cover from that wall in case the ballistas are firing all the way over at him. We'll run these Spiderfang grots as well, just 2, but they have the drums as well, so 14 inches. We're just going to skitter them this way. We're not even going to use their full 14. Just like so. But we are going to keep 1 within 6 inches of the objective, because you don't check if you control objectives till the end of your turn, which means, but once you control one, you can continue controlling it even if you leave it, as long as your opponent doesn't take it from you. Actually, I'm going to change my mind there. I have a different plan. They're all going to hop over. They've all got plenty of movement to do so. My big spider is going to run. Ugh, 11 inches. He's going to come this way. He'll be within, 6 inches of the objective, and within 12 inches of all these guys. So his totem, the artifact which lets their mortal wound thing activate on a 5, he'll keep that on them. My big spider is not going to come in yet. I know I've left this open for his decimators to drop in, but if they drop in back there, then I have a good response to try to kill them too. So I'm okay with that, even though I don't want that to happen. And then some shooting. We're going to have these 10 Spiderfang grots fire their bows at these liberators. They can fire even though they ran, because I put the spell on them. There's 10 of them, so 20 shots, hitting on 5s. Woo! Well, there's some. 7 hits, wounding on 5s. Well, 3 wounds. Got your shield, so 4 up saves, reroll in 1s. Oh, you had to. You had 1 wound left on the guy. So between 20 bow shots and 6 possible mortal wounds, I took 1 wound off your liberators.
Those are goblin bow shots. They're shooting like toothpicks, right?
Yeah, that's true. I am not going to charge, so it's the end of the round. I have 3 objectives, which means I score 3 victory points. So the score is 3-0 for me. Stormcast Eternals, turn 1. So you get your second command point because you had a command point from your War Scroll Battalion, but nothing else in your hero phase. So straight to movement.
Since they have an 18-inch range, I'm going to move them first.
Good old castigators.
Ballista, since I don't.
You might as well, right?
Yeah.
I'll just hop them out. They're just tokens anyways, right?
Basically. Along for the same here.
Actually, change your mind. I'm going to run that one.
Yeah.
So you already moved your 3 plus 2 more.
Yeah.
A whopping 2 more because you couldn't see anything anyways.
Well, and I'll run him.
The Lord Ordinator.
5, 8.
That's fine. You just plop him in the middle there. I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah. There.
Over here is a tricky part because that Scuttle Tide, if you end a normal move or a charge move within 6 inches of it, we roll 6 dice and each 5 does a mortal wound. Or 5 plus does a mortal wound, I should say.
So I'll start.
So you're going to ignore your problems and move over to these guys first.
I'll deal with them.
I don't want to think about it.
Yeah.
So moving these guys out, getting ready to possibly engage these spiders.
Move these this way too. I don't. Shoot. I'm gonna have to run them.
There's no way you can get more than 6 inches away unless you.
Although I could hope, yeah, that.
Because even if you move 5 inches that way, you're pretty much touching it. So you'll be 5 and a bit away.
Yeah, but I want to charge.
Well, then just take
So,
it.
yeah, I think
Last time it was only 1 mortal wound, right?
Yeah,
How bad could it be?
Yeah, right.
Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna roll 5.
Yeah, this will be the turn that. Yeah, but even 5s, most I'll lose is 3 guys. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. You're +1 bravery, right?
good. Yes.
Okay, you're good. Okay, let's do that right after you move that last guy.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yep.
Each 5 plus is a mortal wound. 2 mortal wounds.
2. Okay.
So it finishes off the 1 and wounds the next.
Okay.
Big squad's gonna run. So 5, 11.
11. Okay, 11 could get me. So 6.
Just so you know, we've agreed that the fences, the basic fences, don't slow down movement because it's just too annoying.
Actually,
the big ones over there, we will have.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna spread these out a bit because I'm worried if I leave this squad entirely by itself, a giant spider's gonna come back and snack on their derrieres. So I don't leave them completely undefended. So what I'm gonna do is spread these out so that they're
So kind of a line like this.
Yeah, and that way, kind of no matter which way in here.
It also denies me a lot of area to come in with a big spider.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad idea. You can move 11 inches. So if you're gonna move less than 11, you don't really have to measure the guy, right?
Yeah.
And afterwards, they're all nice and stretched out. Gabrielle,
Gabriel is gonna run this way,
away from the spiders.
away from the spiders, but more importantly, closer to this spot right here.
Okay, stay more than
He's
6
a
inches away.
5, 8. Oh yeah, definitely.
You're good. So you're gonna come around there. Can you just measure, make sure you're more than 6 inches from the spiders? And you are?
There.
Good. End of the movement phase. Bolt of lightning comes down. The decimators come in over here. You're staying within 12 inches of Gavriel, so that you can use his command ability to give him +3 to their charge. The shooting phase, you're not in range for the castigators. The 1 ballista can fire.
And I will fire the grots. Or the
Spiderfang grabs. Spiderfang.
grots. Yeah.
So
One
single shot, which would hit on a 3 normally. Lord Ordinator gives you +1, so hit on a 2.
Yep.
Hits, does D6 hits instead of 1. 3, not bad.
Okay.
3s to wound. So 2 wounds, -2 rend. So 2 wounds, -2 rend. I have a 5-up save. I don't have cover here. Although, yeah, there's no cover rules that'll help me right here. So 1 of them dies, because they're 2 wounds each. Start of the charge phase.
So he'll use his command ability.
Which every unit within 12 inches gets +3
Plus
charge.
3, yeah.
So it uses a command point, so you're down to 1.
Yep.
But basically means they have to roll 6 to charge rather than 9.
Yes.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard, right?
I shouldn't.
Okay, good. And because they teleported in this turn, or lightninged in,
-1.
I'm -1 to hit them.
Yep.
So that brings your closest guy to my closest guy.
where they were.
These guys want to charge too. They need 8 inches to get to those Spiderfangs. 6 is a fail. There's no hero nearby to help. They need a 7 to get there. They make it.
Yeah.
So they're going to charge in, making sure to keep more than 6 inches away from that scuttle tide.
And I got an 8.
8,
correct?
yeah. Come on in. You now have more guys within 6 inches of the objective than me, but all I have to do is kill one of these guys to stop that, because you have 4 there and 2 over there, so 6 of them, and I have 5 in range.
Yeah. All right, well,
Into the combat phase. Which one do you want to do first? Because you got to choose one.
yes.
Because then I get to
They
choose
have a
one.
better chance of living. I'm going to choose this one here.
That's probably a good idea, actually. Okay, so pile them on in, 3 inches. Remember, the guys touching can still pile in too,
Yeah.
as you want it. Because what you could do is pile this guy in that way, keeping him touching him.
Gotcha.
That guy that way, and then this guy can come over to here.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're good. So you got 9 attacks hitting on 4s. Solid hit. Oh boy. Oh boy.
One of those.
3s to wound. Let's see, lots of 1s and 2s here. Oh boy, how did you do that?
Ooh.
Man, 5 up saves. Okay, well, at least they rolled a
Good
little well
saves.
for me. That's 2 dead spiders. So you and you. My guys will go next. So I will pile in the 3 inches to get over here. He'll pile in sideways. We're basically going to get 4 of them in.
Oh.
Let's do that. We'll start with the spiders. So normally they hit on 4s, but they're hitting on 5s because of your -1, because you're still wreathed in lightning. But unmodified 6s will still do mortal wounds instead. Ew. 1 mortal wound, 2 hits, 4s to wound, 1 wound. You get a 4 up save. Oh, you made it again. My crooked spear is going to start with a non-champion. They're going to hit on 6s instead of 5s. Yep, they missed. And he hits on 5s because he gets +1. And he hits once. 5s to wound. That's a wound. 4 up save for you. But you won't die even if you fail this. And you didn't fail it, of course. 1 mortal wound. Where do you want to put it?
I'll just put on the guy in the back. Jerry. They are.
Now it's their turn. They're going to be limited to their pilot now. So we look at, with the decimators, their weapons have a 2-inch reach, and the number of attacks they get is the number of models within their reach. So they basically sweep out. They're really good at taking up big hordes. But even here, we've got 3 attacks, 4 attacks, 3 attacks, 1 attack. But we got to roll separately for the prime because he gets +1 to wound. So prime first, hitting on a 3. Oh, okay.
That's not good.
Well, wounding on a 2 because of his +1. I get a 6 up save against that because -1, so that's 1 wound. And then the rest of them hitting on 3s. Oh, goodness, man. 3s to wound. Huh. Well, fine then. So I've already taken 1 wound, 6 up save. I take 4 more, so 5 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got the Star Soul Mace. I'm going to hurt, this guy. So he just rolls a die. 1, nothing happens. 2 to a 5, it's D3 mortal wounds. A 6 would have been D3 +1. Oh, dude! 1. I don't think I can survive this. These guys have a bubble of -2 bravery. So even with my +1 bravery, I think I'm auto-running. Yeah, his bravery starts at 4, -2 goes into 2, the banner makes it 3. He lost 4 guys. So I'm just going to remove him now, because it doesn't have an impact on the rest of this round. And now here, what I need to do here is kill. I need to do 1 wound. Let's see if I can do better against these guys. If I do 1 wound, you don't take this objective from me.
Yes.
And so we're going to pile in to try to maximize our attacks here. Ooh, let go. Let's start with the spiders. They're all wholly within 12 inches of my big Arachnarok, which has the totem, which gives them, they activate their venom on a 5+. So 5+s will be mortal wounds. 4s are needed to hit them. Well, I got a lot of hits and 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Let's do the 3 mortal wounds first.
So they'll kill 2 guys.
I'm both happy and sad. I'm happy I got lots of hits. Sad that I only got 3 mortal wounds. 4s to wound. Okay, it looks like these dice are rolling hot today. Can you continue to make every single armor save? You haven't failed an armor save yet. I've only been able to kill you with mortal wounds.
How come when you say that?
Yeah, 4 up, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. Well, you failed 1 for sure. Yeah, oh, we killed another one.
2.
Wow. I am impressed. I killed another one. And then there was a 6 with their crooked spears. It all happened simultaneous. Looking at 5s to hit. 3 hits. 5s to wound. 1 wound. You get a 4-up save against that, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. Yeah, failed.
Okay.
Well, it didn't kill him, which means if I get to go next, I'm stuck. So at least that, but you don't take the objective from me either. Battle Shock phase. Obviously, I already did the one right here. Technically, we got to do yours first. You lost 4 guys. Your bravery 8 because of Hammers of Sigmar, so you could lose that other guy. Yeah, you don't have any heroes nearby to stop this. So if a 5 or a 6, the last guy will run.
Actually, want him to run.
Oh, he's gone.
Okay, good.
You gonna try to bring him back?
Yes, I'll try to bring.
The Hammers of Sigmar have a command ability where as soon as a unit of Redeemers is dead, that's Liberators or the Sequitors, then you spend a command point, and on a 5+, you get to bring in an identical unit and 9 inches away from enemies. So you're going for it, use your last command point. Oh, you got it!
Now.
So you decided to bring him back over here. You wanted to bring him back near that objective, but you just couldn't fit enough of them within more than 9 inches away and within 6. The fence is actually blocking you from doing it.
Darn
so you're just going to hem me in on this side instead.
Yeah.
We do have a battle shock on there. They lost 2 guys with the banner. It's actually +2 bravery on the banner. It wouldn't have mattered over here, but here I lost 2. Bravery is 6. I'm going to roll it.
Okay.
If I roll a 5 or a 6, I'll lose more models. 3, so no. So at the end of your turn, you took this objective from me. That's worth 2 points for you, and you control that one back there. That's worth 1. So that ties up the score 3-3. Now we roll to see who gets to choose who goes first. I win ties. 4 and a 1. So I am not going to give you double turn. Not right now.
Okay.
So I will go next. So that'll be Gloomspite Gitz turn 2. Now we have a Predatorial Endless spell that can move 6 inches. It doesn't affect me or even block me, but it sure affects you, so you get to move it because you have second turn.
So I'm just going to move it as far back here.
Yeah, and you can't choose any of my units because they cannot be affected by its abilities. So you just keep it away from you.
I'm going
to try to cast Venom of the Spider God, casting value of 6. I get +1. This lets me choose a unit wholly within 16, and they get double mortal wounds whenever they do their Venom ability. If I roll 10 or higher, though, I can actually choose D3 units. So I get +1 of this. And I got 7 because I get to +1. So I choose 1 unit. I'm going to put it on this unit to double their mortal wounds. Next, I'm going to do his other spell, which lets a unit run and shoot and charge. And I get it with an 8 because of +1. And I'm going to give it to the same unit. So they can run, shoot, and charge, and they double their mortal wounds. I'm going to start with these guys. Got to stay 3 inches away. But we are coming on in. Moving on up in the world. They are not running, they're just moving 10 inches. I will run this group. They get +2 to their runs, and I roll a 2. I'm going to use a command point, one of my 3, to change that into a 6. So they're moving 18 inches. And they can ignore this, and they can ignore terrain. So 16 inches actually brings me even closer than here. So obviously I'm going to be able to get all my guys up here. And there we are. Scuttle Boss will move up to here. My big guy is going to run 4, so 12 inches. His job is to get his totem as close as possible to everybody. And then, poof! This gigantic spider just kind of appears. So he placed him so he's within 6 inches of the shaman, so I could reroll charges, and 9 inches away. I don't have to worry about this for the charge because ignore it. Shooting phase, they're all going to fire at these liberators. 18 attacks, hitting on 5s. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. 4 up, save, re-rolling 1s. Can I get 1 wound through, do you think? Yo, I killed one.
Yep.
My goodness. Which one did I kill? Over there. I'm going to have these 8 also fire at that squad. 16 shots, hitting on 5s. 5s to wound. Naturally, they do the same number of wounds as more guys shooting. But that means you'll make these saves, though. 4s to save, re-rolling 1s. 1 save. The next one gets wounded. Let's go to the charge phase. I do have a command ability on him that lets them all re-roll charges, but it's 3-inch charges, so I can just save that command point in case I need to use it there. But what I am going to do is I'm going to charge with him first. He needs 9 inches. I'll most likely be using the command point to re-roll this. Re-roll. Oh, so close. I'll charge with these guys, anything but a double one. 9 inches is anything but a double one. So we're going to use that to really bring them around, make sure everybody gets to fight. Charge. 10 inches. Well, this is going to be a little trickier, given the fact that it's a bit of a choke point here. I think if I bring him back to there and him back, I can get one more in there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to have this guy come all the way over to here. You know what, there was one closer, so I'll have this one that was closer charged to here. And then if we can pull it off, I don't know if I can daisy chain enough though. No, I can't. So I'm going to have one more off. So 2 of them won't be on.
Is that guy falling off?
He is falling off,
Okay.
look at that.
I didn't know if he was modeled that way.
Nope, this glue just broke a little bit. Into the combat phase, I'm going to have this group of spiders go first, attacking these liberators. 18 spider attacks. Now, we've got the totem within 12 inches, wholly within 12 inches of all of them. Or sorry, they're wholly within 12 inches of the totem. So they will activate their venom on a 5+. On top of that, I put the spell on them that doubles the mortal wounds that they do. So each 5+ is 2 mortal wounds. In other words, each 5+ is a dead Stormcast Eternal.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got 4 regular hits.
We'll do 1 because he was already.
If you want, we can do this to regular wounds first, and then you can decide.
Yeah.
We had 4 regular hits, that wound on 4, so that's 2 wounds. 4 up saves, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll the 1. Okay, so that is 7 dead. Yeah, because it was 7, or it was 13 wounds in total.
3, 5, 6, 7.
Oh boy, that
A lot
hurt.
of Stormcast.
And now these Stormcasts can fight back. You've got 3 of them that can fight, including the Prime. So 7 attacks, hitting on 4s. Oh, again with your holy cow, liberators!
They hate spiders. That's the thing.
3s to wound. Can you at least fail a few of these? All right, we got 4. 5 up saves. 2 dead spiders. Well, I got to take them off you. It's all that positioning for nothing. Just gave you extra attacks. I should have thought of that actually. 5 of my guys will then fight. Let's back up though. I forgot their crooked spear attacks.
Yes.
So they're still near 16 attacks. So 16 attacks hitting on 5s. So yeah, this is why I don't really think about them, because they're not really that great. 5s to wound. Well, okay, 3 wounds. That's not nothing. You get your 4 up saves. You failed 2, but re-roll that 1. If you fail it again, you lose another guy. No, 1 wound.
Okay.
Yeah, so 1 more wound. Let's face it though, that was not the main attraction. So now back to those spiders. Start with the actual spiders. Now they are within 12 inches of the totem, so they'll activate their venom on a 5, but they don't get 2 mortal wounds on each 5, it's just 1.
Okay.
So all I'm doing is mortal wounds. It's 4 mortal wounds so far.
Okay.
And then the crooked spears. Technically I have to roll the champions separately. So 5s to hit for them, 4s to hit for him, 5s to wound. So 1 wound, 4 up save, you're good. So 2 die from the mortal wounds. And then these 2 liberators can fight back. 5 attacks, so you'll do 5 wounds, right? 4s to hit. Okay, there we are. Your
better.
dice are finally acting. Nope, 4s to hit.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
and then 3. Oh, I see. You were doing it. Okay, 3s to wound.
1 more.
5 up save. Hey, didn't make a save. You take it. And oh, sorry, wrong one.
Yeah.
It was over here. You take it, I guess. So you take it, actually. So that's it. We go to Battle Shock now. Start with mine. I lost 2 guys here, but they are Bravery 6. So 5 or 6, I'll lose more. 2. You lost 8 here. Mm-hmm. You're not in range to Inspiring Presence.
Correct.
Because you have to be 6 inches of him or 12 inches of him. So you're going to lose D6 more. Oh, come on!
That is perfect.
Oh. Fine. Yeah, that's a pretty big deal, because you have that command ability to bring back Redeemers when they die, but you're out of command points right now. So if he had died right there, you could not have brought him back.
Yeah,
but next, he'll die on your turn. Well, yeah,
Maybe
I'm assuming.
Yeah, probably.
Well, the point is you'll have a command point to roll that 5+ and bring back 10 guys. Can you imagine if you make it twice?
Oh, yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Well, that is my turn right there. I still have 2 objectives, so I score 2 points. I did not take them from you. And so that's 5 to 3. Nothing in your hero phase except that you gain a command point, so you're back up to 1. Move back and get some shots on. I think you're within 18 inches now.
Hopefully.
Oh boy. Rat tat tat.
I need to make sure 18. Oh yeah.
You'll yes. You are good. You are so good. Those spiders are in trouble. Lord Ordinator will move over, keeping his bubble up. So he is going that way. And then your ballista, 3 inches towards the enemy. Liberators like to go after big things. They ain't afraid of no spider. The Decimators will move up a little bit too. Shooting phase, Castigators into the spiders, because if they manage to wound just one, the ballista, this one, which is part of the thing, can reroll hit rolls. Correct. So you're going to reroll, because basically they can choose the shooting phase to reroll 1s or increase their rend from -1 to -2.
Yeah.
Reroll 1s?
Yes, please.
Hold on. So they 2 hit on 3s. And here, roll this one too. He hits on a 2.
Okay.
So you got 2 hits, wounded on 3s. No, and oh no! No wounds, no rerolls.
Okay.
Well, that makes it easy. Firing at rapid fire range, so it's 4 shots. So rapid fire is only 5+, but the Lord Ordinator makes it 4+.
Is it 4 shots?
4 shots.
4 shots. Okay.
4 shots. Hitting on 4s. Each hit is D6 hits, though. Oh,
all of them.
Dude, how many did you hit with though? 4 D6 hits. Quadruple 1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's 17. 3s to wound. I get no saves. They're -2. Yikes. So you just killed 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the other one? Sorry, actually it would have made more sense for you to fire this one first. And you did say that you wanted the formation one, which is this one. Because he's now out of 18, but he's still in 18. So we'll fire him next. 4 shots, hitting on 4s because of the Lord Ordinator.
That's
1 hit, that's more like it.
Yes.
D6 hits though. 4. 3s to wound, no saves. 3 wounds. We'll kill the drummer. And we'll hurt the banner. Not that it matters. Still within 3 inches though. Need a 5-inch charge over here to get to the spider. 9 inches. I welcome it. In they go. You get to choose first. So these 2.
Yeah.
4s to hit. Ooh, just 1. 3s to wound. Okay. I will choose the Skitterstrand Ragnarok. Now he's within 12 inches of the totem, so he'll be activating his venom on a 5. Start with his monstrous fangs. 4 attacks hitting on 2s, but 5 ups do D3 mortal wounds instead of their regular. Only got 1. Even missed with another one, so D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. Nice. 3s to wound. Oh, come on, man! And then his legs. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. This is pretty sucky. -1, so you get 5 up. Fail both. So you took the mortal wound and then 2 regulars. So 1 there, and then 1 more.
And then that'll kill 1 and put it on him.
On the opposite side. Then you have your prime over here. Liberator Prime. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. 1 hits. 3s to wound. Can you do it? Yes, but 5 up save. Can I make my first one? Nope.
Oh.
So you kill another one, as if they weren't going to run already. I'll do him back. He still has all the buffs to do double mortal wounds, so spider first. Miss. One of those was a 5+. He would have died.
Yes.
Oh, I got my guy in the back, though. He hits on 4s because he's the champion. Wounds on 5s. There's a wound. Well, I'm not killing him. You don't get to bring him back. 4 up. You're saved. And he is going to run. I know it's in the battle shock phase, but
that's fine.
We don't really care. Liberators over here against the spider. They get +1 to hit because he's big. So hitting on 3s with their 9 attacks. Goodness. 3s to wound. All right, so 4 get through. I get a 4 up armor save. Come on, buddy. 1 wound. Okay, that's good. That brings him down to 13 wounds. Then I got 5 spiders going against you here. Do the spiders first, hitting on 4s, but 5s do mortal wounds because of the nearby totem. So we've got 3 mortal wounds and 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. So 2 wounds with a 4 up save, re-rolling 1s. So that's 3 mortal wounds and a regular wound so far, so 2 die. And then I got my spears. So 8 regular guys hitting on 5s, where my champion's hitting on 4s. And then wounded on 5s. 1 wound. Well, he's not going to die. 4 up save. Reroll the 1. He's fine. Battle Shock. I already removed the 1 model that would have run because I wasn't close enough for Inspiring Presence on him anyways, even if I would want to waste that. You only lost 2 there. Your Bravery 8 for being hammered as a Sigmar, so you can't run. Same thing here. And that is it for Battle Shock. So at the end of your turn, you're still holding 2 objectives because you continue to control it after you leave. For 2 more points, tying the game 5-5 at the end of turn 2. Now we roll to see who gets to pick who goes first. I win ties. Oh, I win ties. I am definitely going next. Okay. You get to move the spell. You're going to leave it where it is. You don't want to move it like right there. Remember, I ignored. I can just pass over it as if it weren't there.
Yeah, but I can't move it. I want to move it over here. I don't want it closer to my guys.
Yeah, so you're not able to move it where you actually want to go, which is all the way over there. So just leave it there. My hero phase, I'm going to cast Venom the Spider God, which will let me double mortal wounds on something. I need a 6, but I get +1, so I need a 5. Ooh, I actually got up to a 10, which means I can choose D3 units. 2. Well, the intended target was him, and the secondary target will be the big spider then. So they both get to double their mortal wounds. I'm also going to throw the ability to run and charge on him, theoretically. Yep. Because he's coming back this way, and that a little extra movement will be useful. So my boss will run, so 8 + 6, so 14. So he's just going to scuttle back this way. My shaman's going to come back to here. Staying with wholly within, make sure they're wholly within 12 inches of him. Shooting, they're going to put their bows into this guy. 12 shots, 5s and 5s. 1 wound, 4 up save, rerolling 1s. Hey. And we'll shoot some spider bows this way into them. 8 shots, 5s and 5s. Ooh, good hit. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. You get 4 up save, no rerolls. Fail both of them, and a decimator dies. No rerolls. 1 goes down to 1. Yeah, I'll take it. Charge. Anything but a double 1. 11. He's going to ignore this terrain and charge over to here. He will fight first, obviously attacking them. Now he's got the spell to double the mortal wounds, and he also doubles mortal wounds thanks to his Mighty Mount command trait. And he activates them on 5s thanks to his totem. So each 5+ does 4 mortal wounds. So if I roll 2 5+, they all die. Well, there's 4 mortal wounds. I really can't complain. 3s to wound with the other 2. -1s, you get 5 up saves. So you've taken 4 mortal wounds so far. 1 more, so that's 5. And then the boss's attacks. He hits on 4s. Wow, okay. So you take 5 wounds in total. So everything but the prime, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Who do you want to fight with? Him or him? I still got the big spider to go, obviously.
Yeah.
Him is what he chose.
Yeah, sorry.
4s to hit. 3s to wound. 5 up save. Still haven't made a save. So we'll wound this guy right here. The big guy next. So I got the 4 spider monstrous fang attacks, hitting on 2s, but 5s, that's 2d3 mortal wounds, so that kills him right there. You want to spend a command point to try to bring him back?
Not for him.
No, you're going to save it for the 10?
Yeah, I am.
They changing your mind?
Yeah, I'll try to.
You'll use your command point. On a 5+, the 5 of them come back. Dude! What are you freaking... Oh, it's so annoying! I feel like I'm playing a death army, except you're Stormcast Eternals.
Shouldn't be able to do that.
No, you shouldn't! And you're going to drop him down on my objective and take it from me. Well, at least you won't get 2 points for it, because you're going to own it at the end of this one. Alright, let's kill this guy. He can't come back. Alright, 4s to hit, 5s to mortal wounds. I didn't even kill him with the mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound, 4s to wound. 3 wounds, 4 up save, rerolling 1s. You better die. He's dead.
Alright.
He ain't coming back either. Well, he denied me an objective, so I only get 1 point. The score is 6-5. No battle shock, because nothing else really died, unless it was removed totally. So go into Stormcast Eternals, turn 3. So we're gonna move up. Well, you're not gonna just kamikaze him and then roll 5+ and bring his 10 buddies back?
Well, he is. He's within 6.
Oh, that's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, he's coming.
Well, I roll 6 dice. Joke's on you. I only rolled 1 mortal wound.
Okay.
I'm just in enough to killing you when you want me to.
That is the best outcome.
Castigers running. He brought back the same 5 Liberators too. I've killed those Liberators twice. Lord Ordinator will run. So 8 inches. And the ballistas will just move. So they can still fire. Long range, but still. Gabrielle is running.
So 5 inches here. And then 5 here.
Is that shooting phase? What's the target of your ballistas? They can see the big spider and the scuttle boss.
I'll shoot at the big spider.
Might as well do them both at the same time. Hitting on 2s because the Lord Ordinator is nearby. So it's D6 hits each. 4 hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounds minus 2, so I get 6 up saves. No. And down to 11. Forgot to move your decimators, so they move 4 inches. They probably want to get closer or further away. I'm not quite sure what your plan is with them. So now they can charge. They're the only unit that can try to charge.
Yeah.
Except I forgot about these guys too. I want them to hunker down and hold the objective or move on in.
Well, I've got the objective, so...
So they're going to stay back there?
Yeah.
Force me to come back. So we get a charge.
Actually, could I see that?
You know, he's going to try to charge just so he could try to die to these swarms. You're going to roll like an 11 or 12. We'll measure it carefully if you roll 11 or 12.
Yeah.
10 is definitely not in. Yeah, no.
Double ones.
These guys need a 6-inch charge to get there. So let's try that. 7. 7 inches is in. So now they get to fight. So pile on in. Pile on in. 3 inches.
Can they go this way?
If they can fit. Sure, just stick one guy over there.
Okay.
And where do they want to focus their attacks? These guys will have 2 attacks. They'll have 1 attack.
Everybody will attack the big beastie.
Okay. Start with your prime, hitting on 3s, winning on 2s because of the +1. These are -1, 1 damage. So 5 up. Saved 1. Hey, I made my first save! Woo! It's down to 10. Where are you, 10? Where? There you are. And 4 more attacks between the rest of them, hitting on 3s. Oh, dude, come on. 3s to wound. You can fail some of these, right? No, you may. 5 up save. Oh, down to 7, and you still have your Star Soul Mace. Roll single die. 1 does nothing. 1 does nothing. Okay, I'll take it. It's my turn. We'll start with my Scuttle Boss. He is going to pile in over to here. He had 1 guy that's already down a wound, and he'll attack. Start with the Spider. Still has all his buffs on, so 4 attacks it on 2s. 5s will do 4 mortal wounds. Seriously. Not a single 5. Because these now are just doing 1 wound each. 4s to wound. -1s. You get a 5 up save. Hey. Yay! Killed a guy. And then the Scuttle Boss himself hits on 4s. Wounds on 4s. Nothing. The big guy start with his monstrous fangs. They hit on 3s now because you've heard them, but 5s and 6s will still do the mortal wounds. Well, there we are. They all hit. We got 2d3 mortal wounds. I'll take it. 5 mortal wounds. And then wound you on 3s, I believe. Yeah. And these are -1, so 5 up saves. So we've done 5 so far. D3 damage. 5, 6. So that'll kill 2 more. And then I have his 6 leg attacks instead of 8 because he's hurt. Apparently you've chopped off a couple of his legs. 4s to hit. 3s to wound. -1. So 5 up saves. If you make only 1 of these, I kill another guy. Oh, you didn't make none of them.
Make any.
So 1 more dies, and 1 goes down to 2 wounds.
I'm going to keep the Star Soul.
We got some Battle Shock. He's Bravery 8. And lost 4 guys. So 5 or a 6, and he runs. Oh, he's gone.
All right.
Okay, that gives me some sort of hope. End of your turn, you control 3 objectives, so 3 points. So you just took the lead up to 8 to 6. Turn 4 roll off, I win ties. Can you ever get that double turn?
We'll see. Half.
You can take it now if you want it. Is now when you want your double turn. You're going to take it?
I will take it.
So I get to move the spell then.
Yeah.
So this thing is going to move 6 inches over to here.
Yeah.
I'll
Figured.
choose him. Each 5+ is a mortal wound. Well, that's twice as much as he normally does. 2 mortal wounds. You ignore it on 6s because you're close to your Lord Ordinator who's got the Hammer of Sigmar command trait. You don't ignore it.
Nope. Okay.
down to 3 wounds. Your movement, because you don't have anything in your hero phase, you're going to try to kamikaze into the spiders.
Again.
Take me!
We'll see.
Each 5+ is a mortal wound. He dies.
Okay.
So he's gone. Now you're going to try to bring him back, the whole squad of 10.
I am.
Use a command point, so you're down to 1. Roll that 5+ again, and go ahead. Good game. Good game. Because with that, I can't win.
That is 400.
Because you
800 points total.
400 points. 400 points.
Well, 400 for that. They were.
No, they were 200.
Yeah,
and
400 points.
you brought back 400 points. You plopped them down right here, and I can tell you it's impossible for me to win. Because the only way that I was going to win, because you're about to get 3 more points, bringing the score up to 11 to 6. I only have 2 more turns at most. Mm-hmm. If I got the double turn, I could basically have gone over here, stole it, gone back, stole it, and maybe stole it if I killed them all.
Yeah.
And then that would have given me 5 points, tying up the game, 11-11. That would have got the double turn, hold the hell on with those 3, and maybe won the game.
Yeah.
If you didn't take back any from me. But you drop down 10 guys right here, and that becomes impossible. It'll take me too long.
And yeah.
So bringing back 20 Liberators for free. That's on 5+, man. You rolled 3 out of 3 of those. 3 out of 3. What are you, death? I thought you were Stormcast Eternals. Realm of heaven, not realm of death.
Sigmar's watching.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so we're going to call that game because honestly, there's nothing I can do at that point.
Yeah.
You drop them down there and do nothing else. You just sit back. Literally, sit back. Mm-hmm. Don't take a shot. Don't swing. And it is impossible for me to win. So I'm going to concede there so we have time to play our second game,
all right,
which will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the link below. More Gloomspite Gitz versus Stormcast Eternals in the link below. If you're not a Vault member, you can still click it, get a free 7-day trial to watch us duke it out again, see if I can get some revenge. Let's see if will Wade continue to roll nothing but 5+ for his guys coming back. Will I continue to fail every single 5+ armor save? I don't know. I hope not. Although my army's not going to be Spiderfang for the second game. We'll see how that goes. Thanks so much for watching. Happy wargaming.